I have Cleo and Patra. And Lily right over the hump. She made herself a little nest here with, with the new comforter. They really love it. It's very light and airy, and it's cotton. Good morning, little princess. Good morning. Yeah, you get comfortable, sweetie, underneath the covers. And I purposely left the covers uh, under my knees so that we can see them. But we just got one. She escaped. So she's going to be right there. And today, this morning, Cleo's the one that's out. Oh, there's her head. Thank you, Petra. She's making her nest very comfortable. I had brought my Care Bears so that they can play with them. Um, Funny thing about my Sphynx cats is that they love, I wrap it up in a ball and they love that. And I have one that my daughter gave me. It's like a stick with a piece of fabric on it. They love playing with that one, but that's a two-party. That's a two-party toy. I'm so glad Patra decided to bring her little face out. And it's about 6:30 when I started, so it's probably 6:35 now in the morning. Oh yeah, the clock went back. That's why. It felt more later. It felt later than 6:30. It's like, wait a minute. The sun is out. How could it be 6:30? But there it is. Nice sun, 6:30 in the morning. And my little cats are here. So yeah, it's about, my body's accustomed to what would be 7:30. So that's why. And they just got to bed too, so they did not sleep with me. I felt when one came. I don't know who was with me. She went in my chest and stayed there. There you go, sweetie pie. There you go. I keep on buffering. So these girls, they have their fun all night long. So right now, I'm just relaxing. So I have video content, and I always have my Tuesday time bank where I show and talk about something vintage or something from a grail. And I have been in my sewing studio all day yesterday and all day Friday, and I have brought out from my box my vintage patterns. And when I mean vintage, I'm looking for one in particular still. I have one that I'm looking for. I have a French pattern from the 1890s. The I would say it's more like a large magazine size, so it's not within the little patterns, the regular patterns and little patterns, because I have some mail order patterns and some little ones from the 1930s, and I have some from the 1920s actually too. So I have content there for, I would say, for a good 3 years. And that content is on a weekly basis. And when I bought them, I did not ever in my mind imagine that I would have a YouTube channel or that I would be sharing them. Those were bought for me. I remember I must have been, I would say, 11 or 12 years old. I was fairly young when my front uh, my front door neighbor, something happened, but they had a garage sale and they had buckets, I mean bins full of patterns, and they were from the 1950s. And this was in, yeah, the late 1970s. So it corresponds to their age. So they had a lot of beautiful patterns from the 1950s. And I wasn't sewing much at that time. I did start sewing at the age of 5. I wanted to sew for my dolls, my little baby doll. So I got a hold of my mom's industrial sewing machine. And that sewing machine is so loud. It has such a powerful engine. And it sounds like a jet is about to take off. And she's not using it. She hasn't sewn. She goes through phases, my mom. And but I am, I would say I'm definitely sewing on a daily basis. I just don't record it all. So, and I've wanted to buy them. I fell in love with those patterns. The patterns from the 1950s, um, simple top, simple bodice, and the beautiful flare skirts, and the drawing in the pattern looks so wonderful. I just remember, like, wow. And she must have been selling them for like 10 cents or a penny. And of course, at 11 years old, back in the late 70s, what kid has money? I mean, we were literally latchkey kids. And even from kindergarten, even from the get go, it was like, there you go, be free. It's like these people, my parents, I literally did raise myself, and it did set some grounds. I did become extremely independent. And I remember just going to my backyard, and behind my backyard, to me, it was the jungle. And on the other side of that jungle, which was a open lot, a huge lot, and there was tall grass growing. So to me, I just totally loved that experience. And it was the jungle, so I would go. There was like a non-fence in our backyard. It had a hole, so I would go there. And what was on the other side of that jungle? Not only, but Whittier Boulevard and in Pico Rivera. So early 70s. My brother was born in 71, so I was 5 years old. So I would, as a 5 year old, I would go there, just bury myself in the jungle, tall grass. And now I think I went there like in my, I would say my late 20s, early 30s. I went there just to look at it, and that jungle that I call the jungle, it's now a department store. It's probably Kmart or Walmart. I mean, that's how big that lot was. And I would go there and I would walk and I would reverse engineer where I was at in the jungle and come back home. Just go through the apple of the lot. Just go there and just walk all the way. And for some reason, I didn't have my shoes. I didn't have any shoes. And I remember walking in the pavement and um, getting hurt and getting some prickly stuff on my feet and just walking. What? And nobody stopped me. Nobody stopped me at all. And there I go walking in the busiest street of LA, or Whittier Boulevard, and like it's just such a busy street. I, I would say iconic street as well. And everybody minded their business, and I minded my business, and I was just walking home. Can't remember if I was running home, but I would go back. I would go through the street, and I had this innate feeling in me, knowing how to get back home. So that was my time as a little kid. Just totally loved it. So I know I went off track, but my girls, they're hiding. Look at these girls here. So as you can see, new pajama pants. My mom actually did these pajamas. Look how I love the let's look at the baby while I see this. I love any kind of texture material. This has a little texture there. Hi, sweetie. This is Patra in my feet. Or, yeah, she's literally on my feet underneath the covers. We got new bed sheets, new sheets, new comforter. It's such a good feeling when I get to change the sheets. New outlook. Just letting these girls be. And they're very comfortable just watching me, staying here with me, hearing my voice. But as soon as I move, they're gonna wake up. But I don't want to wake them up. So on the right over here, that's Cleo. And over here, she's giving us her little face presentation. That is Patra. And Lilu, look at the hump. Look at, actually, the comforter's this way because I moved it to get out of bed. I relieved myself. Lilu relieved. You can barely see her. Lilu relieved herself. She drank water. And she's right there, my little princess. She's doing so much better. But the funny thing about her is that she knows when she's sick or she's ill. She knows that I spend 100%, if not, with her, and she loves that attention. So she mimics that she's hurt or that she's limping, and makes me worried. Of course, it does make me worry, but she does it because she wants that attention. When I started this video, this live stream, they were both up. One was to my right of these cats, and one was to my left. And now that I started recording, they decide to go to bed. So I am going to end this short, and I'm gonna end this short and get with my day. I haven't even drank any water. And I am looking forward to having my coffee. I don't have any creamer. I do have milk, thank goodness. Um, I think I went. I think I went like 4 days without milk. So I was drinking my coffee straight with sugar, and it was okay. I got used to it. I didn't make it that strong, so I think I should do it not strong. And I did drink cinnamon tea. I mean, real cinnamon. So I put the sticks in the water and made myself cinnamon stick. We have the guayaba tree in the back, so my mom decided to put some like 3 or 5 leaves in there, and it tastes really good. I can smell it. I can smell the guayaba in the tea with cinnamon, and so I've been alternating with that now that I don't have any creamer. I do love my creamer. And I think that's why I love my shop. I mean, besides when I make a sale at my coffee shop, besides them only taking 5% of my sale, rather than almost 20% over at eBay or Mercari. I think I'm almost positive that Mercari takes more. But to be honest, Mercari does have a bigger search engine. So that's Mercari's where I put my stuff. Like I'm gonna be putting more clothes. So I've been in my sewing studio and putting things aside, arranging furniture, and I do have a lot of clothes that I am going to put up. I just need to research and see. And I'm going through my shoes. I have so many new shoes. Some were gifted to me by a friend, like a work friend that I met, I would say it around 2008. Yeah, 2008, 2009. He was a Army vet, Green Beret, and got into the business, him and his wife, into shoes. So he gave me a couple of shoes. So some are, they're, how could I say? One is like a wedge. The other one is really, really like way out, strange but cool, like an open boot. You have like a boot back, and then you have like your open toes. So it's almost like a gladiator in a way. So I'm gonna list that, see how that does. And now that Mercari has Meetup, I'm going to be doing that. If somebody wants something heavy, I'm and that's going to help because I have some 30 inches plus metal mannequins. I'm going to be listing those as well. All right, they're not coming out, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna wait a couple seconds, but I'm definitely gonna call this short. And always, I want to thank you for being a part of this video, this live stream video. And thank you for being a part of the pre-recorded video because after live stream, it's going to be available to be seen. And my other ones. Last night, I didn't make a video because they didn't come to bed at all. So they didn't come to bed. I think I disrupted them because I took the sheets out. Kind of disrupted our nightly routine. So they were not here, and literally go to sleep. And I did take a nap yesterday, by the way. And so they didn't come to bed, so I didn't do my live stream, and I fell asleep. And I woke up, and actually I woke up because, like I mentioned, one of the cats was in my on my chest, and she just stayed there. But she also started pushing on my stomach and bladder, so I needed to get up and go. So there we go. Nice, quiet morning. I did have my patterns here to show, but I didn't want to mix, patterns with my pets. That's going to be for, something or a different video. But I am going to try to sew today. Like I mentioned, all day I was in my sewing studio making arrangements. And I do want to spend time with my dog Lilu because she doesn't like being in my sewing studio for some reason. So she's old and she's comfortable with her surroundings. So she doesn't want to be there. And I do want to give her more time. Look at these girls. I mean, they are very warm. And right now it's very nice weather for us. It's like spring weather where it's nice and brisk and beautiful. And let me give you a look at them. She's moving her ear like she's awake, but very comfortable. I mean, I think she is going to sleep because I feel her heavy. So when they go to sleep, they let go and their body mass like it's like a plop on my leg or on my shoulder or wherever they're at. They're not budging. I am buffering a lot right now. Not sure what that's about. But yeah, I was giving my thought that it's so sad when, you know, when they get born, they're with their mom and they get separated. I'm probably their third home. Their first home being where where they got, uh, where they were born. Second home is the previous owner. And they couldn't handle these girls. They were so wild. They were so crazy wild, but so friendly. So I mentioned it the other day, and I recorded them when they came in. And as soon as I got them out the crate, they came up to my leg and they started rubbing on my leg. They were purring. They went up to Lilu, my dog Lilu, and they were rubbing right next to her. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I think that was probably a short video, and they were just so starved for attention. And they have a huge crate, so they were really wild. They're still wild. I mean, I need to fix my mother's couch. They like to destroy it, but I need to fix that eventually. But yeah, so they calmed down a lot. They would spray their territory along the house, and thank God that we have um, travertine floor. So um, it's like tile floor. So thank goodness we have that, so that can get cleaned up really quick. And I was cleaning, and they were, marking their ping and marking their territory. They broke my window, my spring in my window, and they were dying to go outside. And I can't let these girls go outside because they can get pregnant. They're not fixed, so they can get pregnant. So and they were just like really, really, really bad. And it wasn't until I started to mop the floor, which was probably 3 months later. So I've had them over, I'm going over 6 months. So I started to mop it with little part, Clorox and water. And because I was running out of all my chemicals to clean the floors, because I was doing it on the daily. So I mopped the entire house, and then um, I spot mopped wherever they were peeing or they were marking their territory, and that stopped it. So maybe they were in heat or preheat, but they were definitely one of the things for sure. They were definitely marking their territory, and they stopped. So they probably don't like the smell of Clorox because yeah, it did smell like it. Then I put like a nice lavender aroma after, and that always smells so good. Look at her. So yeah, I went through a lot with them, and my daughter keeps on saying they need a scratch post. So yeah, that's the next thing to get is a scratch post. I would get a window. I saw this wonderful window bed that like a section, but I can't do it in my window because it's bad enough that they go there. I'm always afraid that they're going to uh, break my chandelier. Excuse me, my chandeliers that are by the window. Oh, not my chandeliers, my crystal lamps. And they already broke one that I have here next to me. Um, but they get super high. They jump to the top of the door. These crazy girls. Look how little they are. They're still little girls. Look how little. They look big, but they're actually very little. So they're probably going on their first year. Hi, sweetie. And I'm sure that the people that had her, um, my sister's that way. She gets a pet, and as soon as the baby phase is over, she gets rid of it. She gives it to one person or another. So I think that's what happened to the last owners, besides them being bad. Doesn't she look like a gremlin? She looks like a gremlin. She looks like a bat. She looks like a bat cat, too, with her little pointy under ears. You see them? She sure does. She looks like a bat. And her little nose. Hi, I'm talking about you. Sorry. Hi, sweetie. That's Petra. She is the instigator and sweet at the same time. So yeah, like I was mentioning, that and I kind of think that's what happened to these. They wanted to get the Sphynx cats, but when anybody gets a pet, it's really for life long of a pet, all the way until they're old. I am maxed in how many pets I can have, and besides that, it's a responsibility. As they get older, they get, they get into medical conditions and stuff, and it's extremely expensive. I mean, for me, my income is whatever I sew, my little $5, $10, $50, $15 items. So, and their food. And since I have my pet over here, they're my, and the kitty litter too. So yeah, it gets expensive. It gets expensive with everything to do with the pet. And I do feel very sad for the pets back east when it gets really, really cold, that they're outside. And I should say same goes for here in Southern California for the pets that are outside when it gets really, really hot. So they deserve better, that's for sure. All pets, all animals, they deserve better. So that's just me, just thinking and just venting, thinking, venting, and talking. Right now that I said venting, oh my goodness, I got in. Hey, sweetie pie. Good morning. You took a little nap? They certainly do look like bats, don't they? At this angle. Call them aliens. They do remind me definitely of the alien in Men in Black, the little cockroaches, the alien cockroaches. Oh, come here. Let's get you back in here. Why don't you come back here, mamas? Oh, pretty girl. Aw, I deserve a bite, don't I? I moved you. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, pretty girl? That's the camera trying to adjust the color. Maybe if I go back a bit. Petra's very sweet with me, but she's kind of mean to her sister. Such a mean kitty. Why are you such a mean kitty to your sister? That's the nail that gouges my body. There's a nail that gouges my body, sweetie. First she's sweet, and then she bites. These are little love bites. See that? 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Oh, there goes the biting. She can't help herself. You're biting me. You're biting me, pretty girl. Oh, next finger. Yeah, she likes that. I'm so hungry now. I'm going on getting hungry. But she's so comfortable in here. Weekends are just go so fast, don't you think? Pretty girl. So I've been here for I've been here for 30 minutes. And not only am I here with her, this is 30 minutes of relaxation, meditation, gathering my thoughts, gathering my prayers. Oh, she wants to go. Gathering my intentions and my wishes. All at the same time. All at the same time that I'm petting her, talking to you, and wanting to get things done, planning in my mind. And that's what happens when you give time to yourself, relax before you get your day going, and even during the middle of the day, even during the middle part of the evening, just just giving yourself time to relax with the help. Practice on that, or think of it, at least think of it. So even the thought is getting you somewhere. She's looking for her sister. Oh, she's going to my side here. Okay, she's totally next now. She is not by the bed. Mm. That's my hip. So she is attached to my hip. You're comfortable here, aren't you? Look how little she is. So this is my hand. This is from her little butt. So yeah. It's a lot cooler here too, even though I have the lamp here. Lamp. There's my lamp right there. This is the rail that I put here so that my dog doesn't fall, my dog Lilu. And I keep on mentioning that I want to buy those, some rails. But this serves the purpose for right now. Just got some bills coming up that I need to take care of first. And then leftover money, I'll be able to get it. So that's why I have a sale at my coffee shop. So since you're here on YouTube, on my community board, there is a coupon there. And that's for doll clothes. So basically only for my mod items. So I do have a great collection of already finished custom items. So I'm going to go take a look and make sure that everything is catching up on the code. So I'm adding the wording mod into the listing, and I'm also adding the destination to the listing, that it's a mod listing. So it pulls up. It pulls up once you're doing the search for all mod items. Plus, the system already, I think it does. I'm going to go in. The system looks in what the new price is. So if you go through the link that I put on my community board, it will give you the discount price already. You'll be able to see it. So it kind of triggers everything in there. Hey, Tweety. Hi, Tweety, Tweety. She's not purring right now. I think it's too early. It's too early for her. She's licking me. So this is the angle I get from this side. Oh, now she's biting. Hey, sweetie pie. I love how they hold me. See that? See how she's holding my hand? With her little paw? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, she wants to bite. I want to hold you too. I want to hold you too, baby. My camera didn't like, while I was doing the live stream, it didn't like how I was moving. So, oh look, the sister's getting up. Yeah, I had it in a way different angle. See how I have this angle here? Okay, they're just totally relaxed. I'm gonna go get me my coffee. I probably... Oh yeah, there's a little bit of bread. like like a muffin. Let's see here. All right. Well, thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching these kitties along with me, and one wanting to tell you that you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. I will be sewing today, that's for sure. And finishing packing up all my Halloween clothes, putting them in Ziploc bags until next year or until they get sold because the listings are still up. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Have a great day, everybody. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, a comment, and a share. The shares are helping my channel grow, and that's what I'm working on each moment of the day. Don't want to say bye, but I have to go. Bye, everybody.